The New York Jets have a quarterback problem. Zach Wilson isn't great and got benched in the Buffalo Bills game. Tim Boyle's the only other quarterback on the roster. And yeah, sure, they got Trevor Simeon on the practice squad, but it's Trevor Simeon. Although there may be a new veteran quarterback that can find his way to the Jets despite the fact the Jets are past the NFL trade deadline. There may be another option for 2023, and his name isn't Aaron Rodgers. Let's get into it. Zoinks! It is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field Gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show.
Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor Gosh darn Sycamore, baby, for me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Howdy, everybody. My name is Paul Liston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BoyGreen25. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe down below for more juicy New York Jets content. And while you're down there, check out the full article with all the details on this very article topic that we're going to discuss. Now, this came from Zach Gelb. He's a CBS Sports radio host, and he urged Ryan Tannehill to ask for his release from the Tennessee Titans so he could force his way to the New York Jets? Yes, this came from Zach Gelb this week. Again, all the details in the Heavy.com article down below. Here is the quote. Quote, he, Tannehill, should go to the front office and he should go to Mike Vrabel and say, guys, I've been a good soldier here, and I know you guys paid me. I haven't put up a fuss here about getting benched, even though no one likes to get benched. You're not going to play me. You have Malik Willis. I know Will Levis is the team starter for the rest of the year. They should grant him his release. He should ask for his release. Gelb argued on CBS Sports Radio. Here's more. He is better than the options, quote, right now that he have in New York with the Jets with a crappy quarterback and Zach Wilson. So Ryan Tannehill, be selfish here. Think about yourself and demand and implore Tennessee to release you because you could go walk into a playoff situation because you don't have one in Tennessee right now, end quote. Again, that of Zach Gelb of CBS Sports Radio. Here's the facts on Ryan Tannehill. I don't think he's great, but none of the options on the Jets are great either. Tannehill's 35 years old. He's in the last year of his $118 million contract he signed. And the former Texas A&M product will be an unrestricted free agent in 2024. And the Titans already announced that Will Levis will be the starter for the rest of the year. So the present and future is determined for the Titans. So Tannehill's not going to be with the Tennessee Titans for much longer anyway. So why not rip off the Band-Aid, cut him, and allow him to move on? Do a solid for a guy that's done a solid for you for a long time. Now, if the Tennessee Titans did release Ryan Tannehill, he would have to go through waivers. Now, any team that would want to pick up Ryan Tannehill, according to Joel Corey, who's a former sports agent and cap expert, would need $10.5 million in available cap space to again claim Tannehill. When you claim a player off of waivers, you assume their contract. So any team that put in a waiver claim for Tannehill would have to absorb his contract. Now, not a lot of teams are going to have $10.5 million just laying around, although I believe the Cleveland Browns are one of those teams that could absorb it. According to Joel Corey, they are the only team that could of the ones that have a quarterback need. In the Jets' case, they would have to let Ryan Tannehill clear waivers completely and then negotiate a new deal with him once he became a free agent. He could be an interesting option. He's a guy who, all things considered, there's a connection. Todd Downing, who's the passing game coordinator on the Jets staff, was the offensive coordinator and also was with the Titans while Tannehill was with the Titans. This could be a creative way for the Jets to add a legitimate quarterback to the room who's got proven experience and proven numbers. He owns a 214 touchdown to 114 interception ratio. He's completed 62% of his passes, and he's passed for over 34,000 passing yards in his career. Again, guys, this is the kind of guy that why not? Okay. Zach Wilson has been so bad that he got benched. Okay. They can't score offensive touchdowns. Why not get a professional quarterback in here? Again, he hasn't been playing great this season. I admit that. Okay. In those games that he started this year, he has a 2 touchdowns, 6 picks, 62% completion percentage, 1,100 yards. That was in 6 games. And again, now he's on the bench in Tennessee land. So that's not great. But what the Jets have isn't great. So why not take a gamble on a guy that's super athletic, former wide receiver, turned quarterback, and just take a gamble? So what's happening here is, again, Zach Gelb is asking or urging, quite frankly, Ryan Tannehill, say, hey, Titans, cut my ass, and then let me get a chance for a team, because the Tennessee Titans got blown out by the Jaguars over the weekend. So, again, they're not going to the playoffs, but maybe he still can on one of these teams. Cincinnati needs a new quarterback. Joe Burrow's out for the year. Deshaun Watson's out for the year. Obviously, the Aaron Rodgers situation, we don't know what's happening there. So why not get a chance to go after Ryan Tannehill? It's an interesting idea. Shout out to Zach Gelb again. All the details in the article down below. Perhaps Ryan Tannehill could be a creative option for the New York Jets to give them somebody, because it seems like it's the end of the Zach Wilson era, and Tim Boyle and Trevor Siemian don't really inspire a ton of confidence. But maybe Tannehill would be at least interesting to watch for the rest of the season for the New York Jets in 2023. Aaron Rodgers is the guy for 2024, but they need a solution, they being the Jets, for the rest of this season, and I don't see one currently on the roster. Thanks everybody for tuning in and checking out this quick video. Make sure you like the video, hit subscribe down below, and also check out the full article and support the show. We really appreciate it. Thanks for visiting Boyd Green's YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time. Make sure you guys take care.